I request everyone to please rise for the national.
महर्षि कर दे तपस्या साथ में हम दिशा है और इस
Thank you, girls, for the presentation. I Women College of Would like to explore a very big Nilesh. Dr. Nilesh, attending BPL and MA Dr. Shashi at NCCM. So,
Recording in
To Dr. Dilip Trivedi, sir, President of SMEs, to each this year we are very privileged privileged to have a renowned psychiatrist, Dr. Nilesh Shah, who will enlighten us more on the topic, the better. And so now, Honorary Secretary of SSC, to present the budget to Dr. Nilesh. To familiarize us with the guest speaker for today, may I now introduce Mr. Shilpa Shetty, Principal of Shikshan for
So, good morning, please on the this lecture series is whose contribution continue to rise in promoting the holistic development among we have today a guest speaker, Dr. Nilesh. Dr. Nilesh is distinguished psychiatrist with a esteemed career spanning over decades, currently serving as advisor and head of in LTMG Science Hospital and Medical College. Dr. Dr. Shah has completed his MBBS and DB and MSc.
Component, the seat of our emotions, feelings, perceptions, and much, 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 and Dr. Manish to kindly address the audience. Over to you. Before we begin the session, all the stage,
Good morning, and good morning. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, sir. I'm hearing that after a very, very long time. Uh, I'm very happy to be over here, and I'm grateful to all of you, and particularly my colleague and senior professor, Dr. Vatsalaben, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity and recommending my name for this lecture. I'm also, I feel very, very honored, and I pay my respect to Dakshaben for having this lecture in her memory. Today's topic, the better half. Okay, so I see almost 99% of women over here, and I think without any ado, everybody would agree that women are better than men in many respects. Do you all agree? So, previous. Huh. If you see the looks, women look 100 times better than men. And sometimes if you see a woman and her husband, sometimes you have this ideas कि ये बंदर के गले में मोतियों की माला कैसे आ गई. I'm not referring to anyone, please don't misunderstand. Okay. Second, if you see love, the capacity to love, affection, vahal, vatsalya is again many times more in women. Men are not very, very affectionate. They are not very loving, caring, and it has an evolutionary significance. See, men used to go to jungle and kill animals, while women had to stay at home and look after the children. So because they had to be at home and look after the children, they were emotionally more attached to their children and they had better capacity for love, affection. Men would go to jungle, and in jungle you can't be affectionate, otherwise you will not be able to kill an animal and bring home the food. So men were less sensitive, less emotional. Nothing wrong about it, but yes, women, if you see as a daughter, as a mother, as a sister, as a mother-in-law, many of you will agree, they are very, very loving and caring. So in all the roles, women are better. And third thing is language. If you see a young child, newborn child, the female child learns to speak by 1.5 to 2 years, even earlier, while male child always learns to speak later. And again, it has a evolutionary significance that women were at home and they were constantly talking to their children and to other women and fulfilling the needs. Men had to remain very, very silent because if they shout or scream, the prey will run away, the animal will run away. So they had to be very, very silent and talk by gestures. No wonder many times you would have noticed the ability to speak creates problem. If the husband is late, he can only say, I'm sorry. That's it. He can only have 2 words. But the woman who is very, very good with her vocabulary and language, she says, it's not today. Last week also you were late. 2 months also you were late. Last year where we had gone for this, you were late. And husband, poorly, he doesn't remember many of the things. He just stays there and says, sorry one more time. So even language-wise, the women are better than men. And one of the question which you may ask a psychiatrist or neurologist or a brain specialist, that why women are better than men? What is the biological reason for this? And there are 3 things. One is what we call limbic system. There is a part of the brain which we call emotional brain. And that emotional brain is more sensitive in women than in men. Number 2, there is something called as love and social hormone. which is oxytocin. When you shake hand with somebody, oxytocin is released, you feel good. When you hug somebody, oxytocin is released, you feel good. When you make love, oxytocin is released, and you feel good. When you look after the child, you pick up the child, oxytocin is released, and you feel good. So that emotional connect is because of the oxytocin, and women have lots of oxytocin because it is required for the delivery. Contraction of the uterus, oxytocin is required, and plenty of oxytocin in women. It is less in men. So love capacity better. Socialization is much more better in women. If you see, if I am traveling by train from here to say Surat, I wouldn't talk to my next door passenger, and I will be reading some my newspaper or magazine, or I'll be checking some emails on my mobile or WhatsApp on my mobile. If my wife is traveling with me, she will have full kundali of the next passenger. आप कहाँ रहते हो, कितने साल से रहते हो, आपके घर में कौन कौन है, आपकी मदर इन लॉ कैसी है, आपके फादर इन लॉ कैसे हैं, आपके टेस्ट क्या है, एवरीथिंग इन अ शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस. शी वुड नो द फुल हिस्ट्री. इट्स कॉल्ड सोशलाइजेशन. यू आर सोशल. एंड ऐसे, बट व्हाई डू वी हैव टू आस्क हर? दिस इज नहीं, ऐसे ही बैठे हैं तो यू शुड नो ईच अदर, यू शुड ask each other, talk to each other. So good, socialization. And the third thing is estrogen. Again, a female hormone, and that is beauty and language hormone. So all the women are very, very beautiful because of estrogen, and they have a good vocabulary because of this estrogen hormone, which men do not have. आप सब लोग movies देखते हो? Which is your favorite movie? Okay, have you seen K3G? Okay, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. One of my, yes, everybody has seen. One of my favorite movies is K3G, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. And picture में कुछ भी दिखाते हैं ना. So one of the very first scene of K3G, try to recall, Jaya Bhaduri is doing Aarti, and she feels that Shah Rukh Khan, her son, is coming, and intuitively, means she has not heard him, she has not seen him, intuitively she goes towards the door and opens the door, and there has to be some suspense. So nobody is there. And she says, probably it's a false intuition. And she comes back and she starts again the Aarti, and in the meantime, the helicopter arrives. Tak, 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 tak. And Shah Rukh Khan arrives. So the question is, can a mother feel the presence of her son without hearing, without seeing, biologically, psychologically, brain-wise? Is it possible? Or picture में कुछ भी दिखाते हैं? Okay. Second question. This is a very old movie. I think many of you may not have seen, but senior people around might have seen who are movie buffs like me. Kuli. You have seen? Wow. Amitabh Bachchan. Abhitak Bachpan. Okay. In that, Wahida Rahman is his mother, and they were separated when he was 3 years old. And after 25 years, when she meets him, 3 years he was like this. After 25 years, he was here, 6 feet. And she can recognize him and say, oh, mera beta, mera beta, mera beta. She doesn't know who he is. She has not seen him in 25 years, and still she recognizes him. And the third, have you seen Duplicate? All Shah Rukh Khan fans? No duplicate? Achha, that was also a wonderful movie, and you must see it. Nowadays, all the movies are available on Netflix and Sony Live. So watch this. Shah Rukh Khan double role. And Farida Jalal is his mother, and 2 Shah Rukh Khan, one real and one duplicate. And at the end, she can recognize who is the real one and who is not the real one, when no one else can recognize. Even the dog cannot recognize. So my question is it possible or picture में कुछ भी दिखाते हैं? How many for yes possible? Oh, large number. Almost everybody says possible. And how it is possible? Intuition. Intuition, yes. So there is a thing called intuition, and there is biological basis for intuition, and that is called sense of smell. It's called pheromones. Pheromones are the body odor. There are certain body odor each of us carry. And this body odor can be smelled by the other people, and particularly the mother. Each of us have a unique, very, very unique odor. And mother can smell it. And from that smell, the mother can find out that, this is my baby, this is not my baby. Because the smell is unique. And same thing happens, that smell can travel very, very long distance. You know, if there is a gutter breakup at Dharavi, here you can smell. कि हाँ कुछ तो हुआ है, कुछ गंदी बास आ रही है, but it may be 10 kilometers or 2 kilometers away. But still, the odor can travel. Light can travel, but we can't see. Sound can travel, but we can't hear. But the odor, and that is intuition. She also doesn't know that I'm smelling Shah Rukh Khan. But actually, indirectly, that intuition is actually she's smelling Shah Rukh Khan and then goes and sees and that movie twist ke nahi hai, and then baad mein he comes. So the answer all of you said is correct. Yes. Sense of smell, pheromones. Okay. The second is what we call X effect, max effect. Can a particular perfume make one's girlfriend more romantic? We are talking about smell now. Can an aftershave lotion change the mood of one's wife? I will share my personal experience. And can aromatherapy help women having anxiety disorder? Okay. So third, you all agree? First and second? Okay, no. Okay, can a particular perfume make one's girlfriend more romantic? One of my favorite book is Change Your Mind, Change Your Life by Daniel Emin. And he is a fan of SPECT scan. You know, the way we have CT scan, MRI, similarly, SPECT scan shows the function of the brain, that which area of the brain is red, which area of the brain is not red. So you know that which area of the brain is functioning. And he has written in his book that when he was young, he was dating a girl. And they were going together, and every time he will go to his house, pick up that girl, he would be in driver's seat, and the girl would get into the car and sit near the door. And there was a distance between two of them. Every time this would happen. Once what happened that he ran out of his. So he said, आज date पे जाना है और अभी perfume नहीं है तो कैसा लगेगा? All of you use perfume? Yes, yes. Yes, no, yes, no. Okay. You must use, huh? If you are dating, you must use perfume. So he picked up his friend's or cousin's perfume and applied it. And then he went and he noticed that instead of the girlfriend sitting near the door, she got into the car and sat very, very near to him. Earlier cars had the gear over there along with the steering. It was not between the two seats. So she came very, very close, and then she was very friendly and cuddling. And he says, wow, what has happened? And he realized that this is a new perfume. He says, no wonder he changed the brand of his perfume which he was using, and he started using that second brand of perfume which he had borrowed from his friend. Baba, yes, good. Can an aftershave lotion change the mood of one's wife? It so happened that one of my friend was invited for a lecture, and they had never seen him. And he doesn't post his photo. He's not on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. He's a real kind of serious guy. So as a token of appreciation, they had prepared a gift for him, which was a shaving kit. So it has a shaving kit and aftershave lotion. So two of us went there, and at the end they gave him, and they didn't realize he had a big beard. So for last many years, he had not shaved. And then they said, "Arey, kya karenge?" So I said, what you can do, instead of giving him, you can give it to me. I am his friend. So I took that shaving kit from him because he was not shaving. And from next day, I started using that aftershave lotion. And I really noticed the change in mood of my wife. Earlier in the morning, she would say, "Jaldi taiyar thai jao." We are Gujarati. આટલું બધું કેમ વાર લગાડો છો? ટુવાલ અહીંયા કેમ નાખ્યો છે? જરા મોડું થઈ જશે, જલ્દી નાસ્તો કરી લો, ચા ઠંડી થઈ જશે. And I would have to rush. And when I started using this new perfume, the new aftershave lotion, the tone changed. Nilesh. And I said, wow, this is a magic. I have found the magic perfume. Earlier, I took this lecture in Terna Medical College, and one of the boy over there, he asked me, "Sir, which perfume do you use? Which aftershave lotion do you use?" And my answer was that was for my wife. Your girlfriend may not like that. So each of us have to find out our own perfume or own aftershave lotion which attracts the other people. And the same thing, you see any store, Shopper Stop, or any Chroma, as soon as you enter, the first counters are perfumes. As soon as you enter, there are 2 or 3 beautiful girls, and they say, "Sir, perfume hai, try this." Then they apply over here, apply here, and they say, and beautiful perfume, very good. And your mood becomes good. Your anxiety decreases, you feel good. And then whether you want to buy anything or not, you start buying because you are in a good mood, you are in a happy mood. Ye bhi le lete hain, ye bhi le lete hain, ye bhi le lete hain. And whatever wife wants, whatever children want, you can't say no. So you end up buying thanks to that perfume. So nowadays what I say, we will go from the back door of the store where there is no perfume. Otherwise, you end up buying so many things which you don't need. And can aromatherapy help women having anxiety disorder? And yes, I fully agree with all of you. Those who have tried aromatherapy, it is very, very relaxing. It is very good. And many of you keep that aromatherapy at home. There is a kind of a vessel in which you have a stick and gradually soft smell, very, very pleasant smell keeps on coming and you feel very good. It keeps your mood good and anxiety under control. Okay. So modulation of mood and libido, that is desire to make love, is controlled by this hormones and this deep limbic system. But at the same time, emotional over-involvement. So because women have more sensitive, more emotional limbic system, their emotional brain is more sensitive, they are at a higher risk of emotional over-involvement. And as a psychiatrist, almost every day, every week, we see these patients, our own college students, first MBBS, second MBBS, or from other colleges coming to us with complaints of emotional over-involvement. Do adolescent girls tolerate cruelty from their antisocial personality disorder boyfriends? There are certain boys who are psychopaths, we call it. Gulshan Grovers, Gunde, Mawali, Tapori. And they take advantage of this emotionality. One of my friend's daughter was brought to me and she said, "Sir, I don't know why I am so much involved with him. He treats me like a doormat. He shouts, he screams, he assaults. And still, whenever he calls me, jaldi aa jao. Whatever I'm doing, I'm cooking, I'm sleeping, I'm attending a lecture, I just rush and meet him. And I do whatever he tells me to do, I do it." And I said, "How?" She said, "I don't know. I'm emotionally involved. I think ek din sudrega, ek din acha ho jayega." And it never happens. Once, both of them were going in a shopping mall and they entered the elevator, the lift, and he removed the cigarette. Now, you are not supposed to light a cigarette in the elevator. So she said, "Arey, don't smoke here." And he got rough, he got angry, he just pulled her out and started beating her black and blue in front of everyone for reprimanding him that he should not smoke. And I said, "How can you tolerate this?" Finally, we started working with her, done the counseling, and said, "Okay, now she's out of it and she's very, very happy." But emotional involvement, so be careful, all of you. How many of you have boyfriend? Okay, you don't want to commit, but I understood. So be careful. If they treat you well, take them. If they don't treat you well, you don't have to be emotionally over involved with them. Do working women get involved with their colleagues and find it difficult to take them off their mind? Yes, for working women also, it's very, very important. We had one journalist and she came to me and says, "Sir, my husband is a gem of a person. He's so good. And we have 2 children and we have happy married life for last 15 years, which is very, very unusual. But they had a very happy married life. And she says, "I love my husband. It was an arranged marriage. We have 2 children. Everything is hunky-dory. Everything is fine. But I don't know why. I got involved with my office. One boy is there who is a journalist, and we were working together and we were going few places together for writing the articles and finding out things. And now I'm involved." And he was also involved. And he told me very, very clearly that as long as I'm in Mumbai, we are involved with each other. We are friends with each other. We will go out together. I am also involved. You are also involved. We will do things together. But when I'm transferred, the chapter ends. And obviously, after 6 months, 1 year, he was transferred to Pune. And he was okay with it. Kya, chalo, khaya piya, varta puri thai. She could not forget him. She says, "I'm so much emotionally involved, એટલી involved થઈ ગઈ છું કે I can't forget him. And then every Saturday, Sunday, I feel that I should go to Pune and meet him." He also has wife and children. He says, "Don't come to Pune, don't come to my house because it will create problem." But then she says, "I can't." Emotional over-involvement. And same, do women find it extremely difficult to forget their unfaithful fiancé even after a separation of a couple of years? One of my daughter's friend, she's a divorce lawyer. And she tells me that I tell them that now there is a separation, there is a divorce, you are separated. Why are you calling him? He is not bothered. But she says, "No, bhul nahi sakte hain, bhul nahi sakte hain. I'm attached. I'm emotionally attached." So this is the problem, that on one hand, you have very sensitive, very good limbic system, which makes you good in many ways. But at the same time, because of deep limbic system, you can get emotionally over involved. So because all these limbic system and all the hormones promote bonding. And because you are so much well bonded with that person that you find it difficult to leave. Fevicol ka bond. Tutega nahi. So this deep limbic system, sense of smell, as I said, sets emotional tone, that whether you are happy or you are irritable, emotional tone. It promotes bonding, modulation of sleep, appetite, and libido. Good mood, good sleep, good appetite. You enjoy everything if your limbic system is good. Modulates motivation. I tell you, women are so motivated, so good. I went to one show of kindergarten, nursery. And you know, nursery children, क्या आता है उसको कुछ नहीं. They come here and say, "Kavla udla, chakli udli." And for that 2-minute show, they were preparing for 2 months. All the mothers would go prepare their children, give dress to their children, and make them look like chakli and kavla and chimney. And I said, so much motivation. And husband was अरे क्या वो बच्चे 2 मिनट जाके कुछ कावड़ा चकली करेंगे, तुम इतना टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करते हो? नहीं नहीं नहीं, they should do well, we should prepare them well, they should put up a good show. Excellent motivation. And Unfortunately, this limbic system also stores highly charged emotional memories. 5 साल पहले मेरे हस्बैंड ने मुझे ये कहा था, 10 साल पहले मेरी सास ने मुझे ये कहा था. माई टीचर डॉक्टर मुंद्रा, यू नो, ही सेज, उसको पूछेंगे कि टैगोर ने क्या कहा था, गांधी ने क्या कहा था, याद नहीं है, पर सासू ने क्या कहा था 15 साल पहले, वो बिठा के रखा है एंड वो निकालता ही नहीं है. नो रेंट, सासू बैठ गई है अंदर, भाड़े नहीं, एंड सालों साल पकड़ के रखते हैं कि नहीं उसने ऐसा किया था, उसने ऐसा किया था, उसने किया था. स्टोर्स हाईली चार्ज emotional memories, and majority of these emotional memories are negative memory, painful memories. Why do you want to remember? Leave it, ho gaya. But they can't leave it. Again, sensitive deep limbic system. So estrogen activates the enzymes and receptors that facilitate serotonergic and noradrenergic neurotransmitter. Little bit complicated, but in simple terms, there are two chemicals in the brain. One is called serotonin, another is called norepinephrine. And if you have optimum level of these two neurotransmitters, you are happy. If you have low serotonin level, low norepinephrine level, you are sad. Now, estrogen, the female hormone, and serotonin are two sisters. They go hand in hand. Saath saath. So as soon as estrogen goes down, serotonin also goes down. As soon as estrogen builds up, serotonin also builds up. So it is postulated that depression may be due to deficiency of serotonergic and noradrenergic neurotransmission. So what happens? The sensitive deep limbic system, estrogen and oxytocin, makes them better than men in many ways in one hand. On the other hand, it also makes them more vulnerable to develop depression, especially during the periods of life when there is a drop in estrogen levels. So one is premenstrual period. Menstruation start होने के 4-5 दिन पहले estrogen drops, serotonin also drops, and there are mood changes. And PMS, premenstrual syndrome or premenstrual symptoms, are as common as 40% of the women. In 40% of the women, we had done a study where they said कि हाँ, मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल के 4-5 दिन पहले मूड बदल जाता है, चिड़चिड़पना हो जाता है, गुस्सा आता है, यू स्टार्ट बैक आंसरिंग, एंड द हस्बैंड्स हु डू नॉट नो अबाउट इट, जैसे अरे क्या हो गया, इतनी अच्छी मेरी बीबी थी, अभी 4 दिन से बदल गई क्या, डुप्लीकेट आ गई क्या. एंड देन एज सुन एज द मेंस्ट्रुअल फ्लो स्टार्ट्स, द एस्ट्रोजन स्टार्ट्स राइजिंग, सेरोटोनिन स्टार्ट्स राइजिंग, एंड दे फील मच बेटर एंड से हाँ अभी बराबर हो गया, अभी मेरी बीबी वापस आ गई. Same thing happens in the postpartum period. During pregnancy, as you all know, estrogen level is sky high. And immediately after the delivery, the estrogen level drops from sky high to practically very, very low level, the regular level. And serotonin also drops. And again, mood changes. Postpartum blues. Again, 40% of the women experience postpartum blues, and 1 out of 100 women develop postpartum depression. They are brought to us saying that, Doctor Sahab, pata nahi. We wanted a child. We wanted a female child. She is there. She's so good. Everybody is so happy, but I don't feel that happiness. I don't feel like caring for her. I don't feel like taking her out. I don't feel like feeding her. I don't know why. Everything is good. But मुझे depression आ गया है. And we say, yes, it's not your fault. Blame it onto estrogen and blame it onto serotonin. As soon as we start medicines which increase the serotonin level, the mood comes back, and within few days, 2 to 3 weeks, they say, हाँ अभी अच्छा लग रहा है, अभी I am back to normal, what I was before. And same thing occurs perimenopausal period. All women have a high estrogen level, still 40, 45, and depending on things, there is a gradual decline after menopause in estrogen level. The ovaries stop secreting estrogen, and then many women suffer from, again, what we call mood changes, and involutional melancholia, depression. And again, they come to us and say, oh, don't worry, don't worry. This is the way you have thyroid deficiency, hypothyroidism, you take thyroid tablet. We give you medicines which will build up your serotonin level and you will feel good. Gynecologists recommend hormone replacement therapy, HRT, that your estrogen levels, small estrogen will maintain and your mood will be good. And I told you about Daniel Lemon. This is a SPECT scan. This is normal. And just see during premenstrual period, all red hot amygdala. Amygdala is the part of the brain which is related to anxiety. And it is red hot. It is inflamed. So during anxiety, depression, there is a red hot amygdala, inflamed amygdala, because of which you feel bad, you feel irritated, you feel angry, you feel like snapping back, you don't feel happy, you have low mood. So blame it onto estrogen and serotonin. Don't take it on you. Don't say because of my friend or because of my husband or because of my teacher or because of the principal. It's because of the hormones over there that you are feeling a little bit odd or different. So finally, the message to all the boys, very few males over here, but convey this to your friends or boys or parents in the house, that please take care of your better halves, having more evolved and more sensitive deep limbic system, particularly when they have low estrogen levels. 3 periods: premenstrual period, postpartum period, and postmenopausal period. Thank you very much. Stay healthy, helpful, and calm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for that very elaborate and lucid presentation. The forum is now open for questions from the audience.
Perfume. So I said that if I give you that perfume, my wife gets attracted towards you. Your wife may not get attracted. So you will have to find out for yourself that which is the right choice for your wife. Yeah, please. Yes. Yeah. Very good question. This is a very, very important question. 1 in 5 women and 1 in 10 men develop depression at least once in their lifetime. So it's that common, 20%. Here, if I see, if we have 100 women, 20 of you will develop depression at least once in your lifetime. So first, depression is very, very common. That is number one. Number two, fortunately or unfortunately, we do not have any test to prove or disprove depression. Like if you say diabetes, you can check the blood sugar and say, 140 के ऊपर है diabetes, 140 के नीचे है या 100 के नीचे है, no diabetes. If you have hypertension, you can measure the blood pressure and say, 150 systolic, hypertension. In psychiatry, we do not have any test which can prove or disprove the depression. So if somebody comes and tells me, I feel low, I take it. Hey. Because even if they are saying, hey, and actually it's not there, I want to help them. Because there is some reason why they have to come and tell me that I have depression. There has to be some reason. And I want to find out the reason. Okay? Even if they have actually have, I want to help them. Even if they don't have, but then they are making this excuse, I want to find out that what reason why they want to make this excuse. So we always say yes, you have whatever you say, we take it. We don't question you or don't interrogate you. If you are feeling sad, if you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling unhappy, if you have sleep disturbances, appetite disturbances, कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगता है, बार बार रोना आ जाता है, छोटी छोटी बात में चिड़चिड़पना हो जाता है, you have depression. And if the depression increases, or if you are impulsive by nature, you might attempt on your life. So for each and every patient of depression, we ask this question. कभी ऐसा लगता है कि जिंदा रहने से क्या फायदा, या भगवान उठा ले तो अच्छा है, पैसिव सुइसाइडल आइडिएशन. एंड इफ दे से यस, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वी आस्क देम, कभी आत्महत्या के विचार आते हैं क्या, आपको कभी भी ऐसा लगता है कि मैं मर जाऊं. एंड इफ दे से यस, हाँ कभी कभी ऐसे आत्महत्या के विचार आते हैं. नंबर 3, हैव यू प्लान्ड इट, आपने कभी सोचा है कैसे आत्महत्या करेंगे. एंड सम ऑफ देम कम आउट विथ इट कि मुझे लगता है ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करती हूँ तो कूद जाऊं, या तो आपकी गोलियां ज्यादा खा लूं, सो और हैंगिंग. सो द डायर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज ऑफ डिप्रेशन कैन बी सुइसाइड अटेम्प्ट एंड सुइसाइड. Majority of the suicides luckily are not completed because somebody saves them, but 1 out of 10 may be succeeded. So anybody says that मुझे उदास लगता है, whether you believe or you don't believe, help them. And your friendly neighborhood psychiatry department at Sion Hospital, always open 9 to 3, any time on any day, you can send them and we will see them. Yeah. So if there are no more questions, thank you very much for this honor.
Thank you, sir, for patiently answering all the queries. May I now request Professor Dr. Mala Pandurang, Principal of Dr. BMN College, to kindly convey the response on behalf of the Pathak family.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doctor. I think there were some very important. Mic. Ma'am, you can hear me now? Okay. I think that was an invaluable talk that you gave. Just to share with you, Doctor, many times we tell the students that we think you should go to your friendly department at Sion Hospital, but we get great hesitancy. So I'm sure that what you have shared today will kind of put them in the frame in mind so that they do come and visit you at your department. It is a true honor to give the response on behalf of the Pathak family. The gesture of the Pathak family, Dr. Bharatbhai, asking me to give the response on part of the family, I think is a testament to the culture of Seva Mental Education Society, where we come together not just as colleagues or students, but as members of one extended family. Thank you, Bharatbhai. I carry with me respectful and warm memories of Srimati Dakshaben, dating back to my early years as a faculty when I joined the college in the 1990s. I remember her as a gentle and gracious soul, someone who always inquired about the well-being of others with genuine care. To me and other senior faculty here, she was the mother of our student Bhumi. And we cannot forget how she regarded all teachers with reverence. We were supported and trusted as we did her job educating young minds, and we were never questioned in the manner that parents tend to question teachers today. It is only fitting then that a memorial lecture be instituted in her name, especially for her unwavering concern and support for women students. For the past 17 years, this support has taken many forms. Notably, the institution of this endowment lecture series, which happens every September. The encouragement and support of Dr. Vatsala Trivedi, who has brought some of the finest minds in the field of medicine to our academic community. We are grateful to Dr. Shilpa Charankar ma'am, whose vision and initiative led to the institutionalization of this endowment lecture. All the lectures delivered under this banner have consistently upheld the standards of excellence and relevance to our students today, providing crucial areas. And I think today's talk is something that resonates in all of us, given the fact that mental health of students has become a very, very serious concern. So I once again would like to thank the Pathak family, Dr. Bharatbhai and the entire family for year after year giving this platform for excellent doctors to come and to speak to us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As ma'am rightly said, the college supports students in every way. The SMES management, along with Lions Club of Science, each month sponsor 300 bags for needy families with a ration. And this year too, as a token, we will be giving away rations to 6 students over here. I request the chief guest to kindly come over and hand over the bags. The bags have been sponsored by Radha, Niti, and Jay Pathak from the Pathak family. I request members of the Lions Club and the chief guest to kindly do the honors. Request the following students to kindly come here. Achal Patel, Priya Shukla, Manisha Chavan, Sandhya Gaikwad, Rinki Tiwari, Lavanya Parab. The remaining students will collect their bags from the MMP Shah foyer. The remaining students for the Mutti Anaj Dana are requested to meet at the foyer of MMP Shah and collect your bags. Kindly collect the bags after the function. Norma Vincent Peale says, the more you practice the art of thankfulness, the more you have to be thankful for. We've come to the conclusion of yet another very enriching session under the Srimati Dakshaben Pathak Memorial Lecture Series. To express this gratitude, may I now request Mrs. Sharda Sirisala, in charge of the NSS unit of Dr. BMN College, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Melina. Hello. Yeah. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Sharda Sirisilla, and it is my honor to propose the vote of thanks on the occasion of yet another important episode on Srimati Dakshaben Pathak Memorial Lecture Series. First of all, a heart, a heartfelt thank you to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Dr. Nilesh Shah, um, for for your insightful and inspiring session on mental health. Your talk titled The Better Half gave us a new perspective on emotional well-being and the importance of mental health in our personal and social lives. We truly appreciate your time and knowledge you shared with us. A special thank you to Honorary Secretary SMES Dr. Bharat Pathak, whose vision and initiative led to the creation of this memorial lecture series. Sir, your contribution has given us a valuable platform for learning and reflection. We are truly, we are truly grateful. We acknowledge our former principal, Dr. Shilpa Charankar, for instituting the endowment lecture through the support of Dr. Bharat Pathak. And we are grateful to Vatsala ma'am, Dr. Vatsala Trivedi, for enabling us to getting eminent doctors to share their experiences every year. Thank you to the Pathak family and and all our respected guests here, including members of Lions International and the Rotary Club of Queen's Necklace, Mumbai, for being with us today. We are grateful to the management members of Seva Mandal Education Society for their constant support in all our endeavors. I also thank all the principals, vice principals, the teaching staff, non-teaching staff, students of all the colleges under SMES for their support and their presence today. The special thanks goes to Melina Pereira for anchoring, wonderful anchoring, and to Mr. Nitin Pawar and his team for handling the technical setup so well. Finally, thank you to the members of NSS unit and Women's Cell of Dr. BMN College of Home Science for jointly organizing today's event so smoothly. Finally, thank you to everyone for being here today and making this event meaningful. Thank you all.